amazing success story. Michelle is with us today, and what I want you to hear is this: Michelle was dealing with major brain fog. Okay, something that affects so many women as their bodies are transitioning into perimenopause and through menopause. Okay, and that mental clarity was just something she desired so much. But she also had some weight she wanted to lose, but honestly, didn't even have the energy or know where to get started. It was hard to find the motivation for her to get started. But man, she sure did it. And we had a couple calls, right, Michelle? We had a couple calls. You weren't sure if you wanted to get started or not. But you
We
decided.
did.
You finally
We
decided
did.
to take the plunge and tell us, let's kind of start with the results you got and then we'll kind of go back to where you were. But girl, you decided
Okay.
after having, we had a few calls. What kind of Let's tell the audience first of all, what kind of results have you had since doing VIP, and then we'll go back to where you were before.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm hoping that my story, and it will be continual, can help anyone feel clarity in where they're at. So far on the program, I've lost 20 pounds, which was my goal. And it has been a huge motivator for me personally, professionally, and going forward. Um, what really kind of kick-started it, because we had talked in 2023, and I was kind of feeling those brain fog symptoms. So at that time, um, you're really not sure what it is you're feeling. You feel like you're off. You feel like there's something you're just something isn't right. So we talked, and I wasn't quite ready at that time to realize what was going on. You know what you don't know, kind of thing. And then summer was coming this year, and I wanted to feel like clear and stop having these brain fogs that I would have. Um, so we connected, signed up for the program, and through nutrition and hard work and consistency through coaching, I have been able to lose that. The weight is obviously a huge factor, and I'm so thankful for that. But most importantly, and this is something that I really hope people in the group here, it's really for the mental clarity
Yeah.
is what my number one motivator was. I work a lot. I need to stay focused. And when I was at work, I just could not figure out why things were off. So that's what motivated me, and will
Oh,
continue to motivate
amazing.
me.
You heard it. 20 pounds down, mental clarity, goodbye to brain fog, so much more productive. And now just really managing all of the symptoms of perimenopause. So let me ask you this, Michelle, because any of the women hearing this today, they might be like, oh my gosh, that's me. Like they might say, what did you do? Like how did you do it? Like what would you say are like maybe three of the top things or habits or things you did that you really think contributed to your amazing results?
That's a great question. I think at first, when you enter a program, you don't know, and for you have to dive in and really own it and do it and take it. Um, so one, education. I took the time to um, watch the videos. Um, Continually now, I have some additional videos and trainings that I need to follow up on and refresh myself so I can continue down the road. Two, the approach that this can be done anywhere. So, if you're traveling or if you have to be at two different jobs like I do, go back and forth, you can prep your food ahead in a manageable way that you can succeed. Third, I think that when you are on this program, the GLP-1 that we have through this program helps with your mental clarity. And doing that has been a huge success for me as well. Particularly weight loss, of course, but the number one thing it's really helped me is that no more brain
Oh,
fog and
beautiful. So
clarity.
pairing that with the education, with the nutrition plan, and then
Yes.
Michelle did a
Yes.
GLP-1, but she microdosed it. Okay, so extreme low doses can create amazing benefits, and one of the benefits of the GLP-1 can be um, the mental clarity because we have receptors in our brain, but in conjunction with how we cleanse and nourish the body every single day. So, um, tell me this, girl, like what would you say are, you know, in the beginning you said, "Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I want to get started," and like that's a big investment. And like you had mentioned, you're like, I don't even have the energy to get started. Like, what would you say to another woman out there that just feels lost and they're like, ugh, I just don't know if I want to invest in this. Is this going to work for me? Because you were there. You were there. Yeah, like
I was there.
that. Hmm.
Yeah, I was there. That's a great question. I think that, thank you for holding me accountable with that. I think that you really have to want to do it yourself. Number one, I had let part of my, I don't like the word part of myself go, but when you are entering into perimenopause and you're trying to educate yourself on what it is that's going on, because the symptoms of that are so different for every person. Every case, it's like a case, right? Every case is different. Um, when I could not complete day to day activities to the level of excellence that I wanted. I'm talking just tasks, your to do list, trying to just stay focused, getting your exercise, all those things I had let go for a good chunk of time. Um, I woke up one morning and that's when I called you and I said, these are all the things that I'm feeling. Am I the only one? And when you responded to me, no, you're not. And I think getting on that call and actually talking about it is what really pushed me forward because if I wasn't going to make these changes, it was just going to continue down that road. And perimenopause is not something that we're all alone in. It's a definitely something that a lot of women go through.
Hmm.
So when I wanted to do it myself and make the decision to invest and take care of myself, and when I say that, it is for my overall health
Hmm.
and longevity, that's what kickstarted it. Because I was on the edge for a while, like about it. I was like, oh, I just feel and it honestly, you're more embarrassed because one day you'll have brain fogged and the next day you'll want to sleep all day. Some days you'll just don't nutrition, you don't even eat
Right.
correctly. You feel really frustrated.
Yes.
So that's what motivated me. I wanted to get myself back to my best self. So also in turn, then I can be my best self for other people, family, friends, spouse, everybody
Amen. And
in
that
my
is so
life.
relatable. There's so many women out there navigating perimenopause and the changes that come with it and feeling like, is this, am I the only one experiencing this? And then when you,
Because you really can feel very isolated with it because you truly do not
yes,
know what's going on. You don't have a clue. It's the weirdest feeling and you feel like I wonder if I'm off or you and you start talking to other people like other
yes,
people who are your friends or anybody just asking, "Do you feel this too?" And then all of a sudden you hear other people say, "Yes, I do." And I'm like, "Okay, this is a real thing. We need to talk about it. The conversations need to
absolutely.
happen with it."
Unbelievable. So relatable. Let me ask you this. So in VIP, we put together, your step-by-step nutrition plan, showing you how to cleanse your body, nourish your body, heal your
Correct.
body. Like you said, you can do this traveling,
Yes.
you can do this anywhere. But what would you say you really like about the plan? The nutrition plan and the plan that we lay out. What do you like about it? And why do you think it's, doable for you?
Doable. Okay, there's two. That's a great question. And thank you for bringing that up too. Here's what I like about it. One, with the VIP program, for people who are not good at cooking or it's not their favorite thing, I'm that person. These recipes are laid out for you, and they're very easy to follow. And they don't take um, tons of time, because time for me, efficiency is so critical for me. So the recipes that I can find, I can make ahead and grab them out of the refrigerator, prep my food in the morning, take it for the ride. The other thing I like is the plan also offers, and let's be real, right? Because that's what this is all about. Sometimes we just can't
Yep.
get everything done in a day. And there are options with this program, which is a huge factor because schedules change, things happen all the time. Is there's options for a no plan, meaning, okay, if I am on the go, I got to get somewhere, got to get to work, I forgot to prep something, I know what I can find at the grocery store, convenience store, whatever it may be, to stay on plan. So you have a plan, but we all know life happens. And so there's a no plan. So for me, I think that that's a huge part. And especially if you're on the road, or traveling, busy schedules. I think it's a huge part of that. That's why it's
Ah,
sustainable for me. Is I can't adjust my nutrition based on what my schedule
so good,
is.
so good, because that's a huge factor. Is so many of us are very busy, or we
Yes.
have busy careers, or we're traveling, or we're spending time with, loved ones or family or what have you. And so the time and how it's easy and laid out with recipes, and then our no plan. So that's amazing. So, girl, you're set up for success. And do you feel now that you've done this system, done the program, do you feel like you're able to sustain this for
Yes.
many years to come?
Yes, that is the other key, I think that this program provides. You have the accessibility to those recipes, to questions, to whoever nutritionist you need to reach out to ongoing, consistently, indefinitely. One, and two, it is sustainable because the other thing that with the VIP, when you have a plan and the no plan is when you see maybe old habits, you know, not nourishing your body correctly, not starting your day off with the lemon water to cleanse, you know where your corrections need to happen. So it's an accountability as well. And I think that that's a huge part of my success that needed to happen. I was not being accountable with myself on what needed to be happening and what I needed
Beautifully
assistance with.
said. Yes, and that's the thing. It's like you said, if you get off path a little bit, you can always get back on because we have that accountability built in for you. We have that system built in for you. And so it
Yes.
really does set you up for success. So wow.
And the encouragement that, oh, hey, I had a couple days where I fell off the plan. It's easy to get back on. It's not one of those, oh, once I stop, I can't get back on. You really can get back on with it. And then on top of it, you feel better professionally, personally, spiritually. It will change your
Oh,
life if you let
well
it.
said. Wow. Well, you heard it here. And then another amazing VIP success story, really talking about the brain fog, really talking about the isolation that can come with perimenopause, and really talking about how to put it together in a sustainable way where you feel educated, you know what to do, and it doesn't need to be done
Correct.
perfectly because, girls, as you know, we need something that works that for our real life, that we don't need to wait till Monday, we don't need to wait for a new month to get started. We can pick up and refresh and restart as many times as we need, and you heard it here from Michelle. So thanks for being here and sharing your story. Ladies, if you resonate to this, if you are wanting
Thank
to know
you.
more about the system that we used, putting it all together like we did for Michelle, please reach out. We have the accountability, the education, the plan. We can safely and responsibly low dose the GLP-1 peptide and put it all together for you, so that you can just thrive and own your life and feel confident about it again. All right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
You too,
Thank you,
girl.
Kim. Have a good week.